May is Brain Tumor Awareness Month, and we have a message that can make a real difference. David Pollack is known to many as a former NFL player, college analyst, and recently a new author. But after his wife Lindsay's brain cancer diagnosis last year, this issue became deeply personal. And now he's using his voice to encourage others not to put off important screenings and early detection. Plus, his role as an Aflac Check for Cancer champion. We're going to be talking about that too. So thank you so much for joining us today. And I'm sorry to hear about your wife's diagnosis, but let's talk really quickly about your new book, Every Day Counts. It talks a lot about perseverance, including your wife's battle with brain cancer. So can you tell us a little bit about that journey?
Yeah, Jordan, I thank you for having me on. I think life comes at you, like you just mentioned, brain cancer awareness, brain tumor, whatever it was for this month. Well, I didn't know that. Right? Like you don't know that kind of stuff until you get diagnosed, until your life hits you. And then all of a sudden you're like, holy cow, what is this? This is new. And so the last year and a half, having surgeries, having to deal with the C word, right? That was one thing my daughter said. Like she was, 14 years old. She was like, I just don't want to hear the C word. And we were like, we get it, because in movies you hear about that word and you see death and all the stuff that comes with it. So listen, adversity is coming for all of us. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And so to have a little bit of adversity in our life, it's been something that we've celebrated those moments like that right there with Lindsay, like with hands in the air. We've had a lot of praises and we've had a lot to be thankful for. But we've also had a lot of hard times that make you realize too how great those great moments are.
Right, how precious life is. So what has Lindsay's experience taught you about the importance of early detection?
I mean, it means so much. Lindsay's journey started, she had this ear pain and then it wouldn't go away. And then ended up getting to the point where we got some scans. And then once we got some scans, we saw a mass, and it wasn't even considered a tumor yet. But because of that, we were able to keep up with it and see it. And then we immediately saw when it grew. So, man, that's the importance of it, because we didn't have to deal with the seizures and the massive headaches and some of the stuff that gets really, really serious really quickly. And when you find something early, when you go and get screened, it's a big deal. So don't wait. Make time for your cancer screenings. Make time for your checkups. Your health is so important. Like, we don't get another shot, right? Like, right. Make sure you're taking care of your body. You're getting screened. Those are things that you can control.
So then what is your message to people who are putting off their checkups and screenings?
It's pretty simple, Jordan. Stop, right? Stop putting it off. I mean, I think all of us, and listen, we did too probably, just you take your health for granted, right? Like, it's something you've always been able to do. And then as you get a little bit older, you start to see, I saw it with my mom with cancer. I've seen it now with my wife, and it doesn't discriminate. Ages, children, all of us are susceptible to it. And there's a lot of things that we can continue to do to help ourselves. Obviously, that's why Aflac came up with a checkered pattern, right? You see the checkered pattern, you get checked. But you can go to aflac.com/check for cancer. Listen, do your part. It's not that hard. Make some time for it. I know we don't want to make time for our health until usually it's a problem. So do it before that point.
Well, let's talk a little bit about Aflac then, because you've just been named as Aflac Check for Cancer champion. So what exactly is that, and what does that mean to you?
I think it's just somebody that's willing to come and speak out about things. And, like when you tell your story, it's not to tell your story and for people to get sympathy. It's to tell your story and realize, like, hey, we've made it through this. And if you guys can go and get detected early, and if you guys will make this a priority, it can save your life. It can do something special. So I think it's just being thankful for where we're at. We don't deserve to be where we're at with my wife, but we're thankful to be where we're at. And we just want to make sure that everybody understands how important it is to get checked, and hopefully it can save a bunch of lives.
Well, I think it's great what you're doing. So where can we go for more information on everything, and of course about your new book?
Yeah, I mean, this is proof, Jordan, you don't know me that well, but I'm a defensive lineman. If I can write a book, you can read it. I promise you that, okay? I promise. Like really thick pages, no pictures in this one, but it's really about adversity and creating a scoreboard. Like, making every day count. I think we stop competing in life sometimes, but as we get older, we do less hard. But creating a scoreboard where you can see if you can win. This book will give you some systems and some things you can implement. If you don't want to be challenged and you don't want to grow, this is probably not the book for you. But you can go to anywhere where you get books and you buy your books, and you can find Every Day Counts.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today, and I'll continue to keep your wife in our prayers. And like I said, I just think what you're doing is fantastic to make sure everybody is doing their part for themselves, because, like you said, we only have one body.
Thank you, Ms. Jordan.
Of course. And everyone at home, if you would like to see this interview again, just head to First Coast News Plus.